no less than about thousands of them, of the youths, that they put into paid employment to win them away from the antisocial activities that we're witnessing today. I believe the incumbent governor now cancelled that scheme. He went ahead and started paying, he started this idea of paying old people stipends, and he was giving them 5,000 a month, providing a lot of social security stability for our people. It's not a perfect system. We go into this system and see the problem, we try to resolve many of these problems, and of course you can see some of those ideas that he put in Ekiti has been embraced at the federal level. Okay. So for me, when you start saying that firemen did not do anything, they didn't pay, this current government, the incumbent, is doing 9 months salary in Ekiti. Okay. It has never happened in Ekiti.
We'll come back to this. Let's get to Abuja to weigh in on the matter as well. Mark.
Yes, Mr. Ario, Dari Atoye is still with us here. Just quickly, what were your thoughts when you heard the account of Mr. Arishe, Senator Arishe, and also the Commissioner of Police? Don't they kind of tally?
Yeah, of course, the difference is what's a kind of a new framing that Senator Arishe was trying to give the incident.
What's the framing?
Yeah, he was also trying to bring a different perspective, that probably maybe it's a thug that is alien to the APC, who was trying to struggle with the policeman, probably a kind of a deliberate, attempt, just to ensure that such a thing happened. And I don't think for us to be, I mean, it's not proper to be contriving, but it seems he has in a way reversed himself. But there's something we have to get there, and I think the Commissioner of Police probably is listening to us, should do something very important. It is not just the police officer that should be dismissed. That would be too much of a burden. I mean, taking a side one way or the other. I think they should investigate the politicians who brought this man to Ekiti, and they should be properly tried. And it should serve as a deterrent to not just politicians in Ekiti State, but also in different parts of the country. And also there is also another thing, there should be a kind of a profiling of security forces and agents that will be coming to Ekiti State for the election, because this is just an eye-opener, and they should be worried, really, that it is possible that there are people who are going to probably wear, I mean, fake police uniform, or probably even police officers from different states who will be sneaked into Ekiti, and probably they will hide under the cover of being a police force to commit some kind of problems, and which will be linked to the Nigerian police force. You see, when you see this kind of very dangerous incidents, it is good for the security agencies to profile and to look at it from different perspectives and be prepared. A kind of a proactive thinking that what are the possible things that could happen because of what we have seen. And these are some of the things I've laid bare now, that it is possible that some people can come into Ekiti on election day and hide, as a police people. So there should be that profiling, and they have to do that, and it's something we have to learn from.
In light of recent events, what are your thoughts on the prospect of the two sides, particularly Dr. Fayemi, the governor, and of course the candidate he's supporting, the professor, to get together and perhaps sign a peace agreement akin to what we saw before the 2015 general elections between Dr. Jonathan and General Buhari, or President Buhari?
Yeah, I don't think it's a contest of two people. I think we have about 30 plus contesting. Well, what I think in the interest of the Ekiti people, not just signing a big pact, but they should, peace pact, they should look at the overriding interest of Ekiti people to know that, look, there is what late sage Chief Obafemi Awolowo said, that there is no overdraft in the bank of nature. Whatever you sow, you shall reap. And one thing that they should not make Ekiti people to become the political capital of whatever mudslinging and crisis probably within either intra-party or inter-party that is actually going on. The interest of Ekiti must come first. And that is why I think that professionals and leaders of note in Ekiti should actually weigh in and say, look, we have to make this contest an issue-based context, that people just have to talk about what they want to offer Ekiti people as against covering up, using violence, using intrigues, to dissuade, to distract us from what reality of governance is all about. We have to measure you. What have you done? What did you do when you were a governor for 4 years? What are you going to do? What will Eleka, what is he going to do? All sorts of things like that, to ask you, why did you put Ekiti in so much debt during your first time? Because that's part of the personal concern I had about Dr. Kayode Fayemi, the kind of debt burden that they put Ekiti, a very small state.
What's your response to Senator Arishe's claim about the salary non-payment in Ekiti State today?
Yeah, I'm not going to deny that the fact that there has been a serious problem in the country in terms of payment of salary. But one thing I know that I've seen is the transparency of the money that comes into the state. And believe me, I don't think there is any government in Nigeria today that is as transparent as that government, even though I don't, like I said earlier.
As the Fayose government, did you say?
Yes, in terms of transparency, I don't know of any state today because I've been following it. Governor Fayose is not somebody that we are in that time in terms of probably talking. But one thing is, because probably people didn't know that.
Admire him
No. People didn't know
party.
something. Do you know that on July 29 last year, I actually declared myself to contest for the governorship of the state. But certain things happened because of money, and I have to be very blunt about it. And I don't want to make a caricature show of myself in Ekiti. That was why I opted out one way or the other. I mean, suspended my interest.
What platform was that?
Yeah, I knew that I was not going to get it under PDP. So when I declared, I didn't put a political party.
Okay, so you were a member of the PDP then?
Yeah, so okay. What happened was I made it very clear to everybody then my interest in Ekiti. But there's something we have to get there. It's the overriding, I mean, the interest of Ekiti people.
Well, we have to go. We have to thank you. So sorry, we're out of time now. But Atoye is the convener Ajoro Ekiti initiative. Sunrise Daily continues in a moment. Please stay with us. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you very much.